A former Associate Justice of Liberia's Supreme Court says the independence of the country's judicial system is at its lowest ebb. Justice Kabinet says there is a gigantic filth in the judiciary, that there has to be a cleansing in order to rekindle public confidence in the system. He says the Liberian Supreme Court, as it is today, is an extension of both the executive and legislative branches of government. Associate Justice Jane was impeached in March 2019 for granting a writ of prohibition petition brought by petroleum dealers in Liberia to stop the government from collecting a U.S. 25-cent road tax. Last November, the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS Community Court of Justice, ordered the Liberian government to reinstate Justice Jane and pay him $200,000 as reparation for what the court called moral prejudice suffered in the violation of his rights. The Liberian government appealed, but the court again this month rejected the appeal. Justice Jane says he and his lawyers will not rest until President George Weah's government complies fully with the ECOWAS court rulings.
I have always taken the position that the government of Liberia has no discretion in this matter. I have been given the right to exercise an option whether to retire and get all the benefits appertaining thereto, or to be reinstated.
Would you like to retire, or would you like to be reinstated as a member of the Liberian Supreme Court?
This, for me, is a matter to do with complying, full compliance with the judgment of the court. I have no choice in this matter but to work along with my lawyers to ensure that we as government fully complies with the ruling of the court, which means basically that I be reinstated in my position as Associate Justice as directed by that court. Nothing less. The issue is not the money. This is about ensuring that a government must understand that there is a country called Liberia which is governed by law, and those laws must be complied with. Not a dime we will take until these orders by the court, including reinstatement, are fully complied with.
Assuming, Justice Jane, that the Liberian Supreme Court does not respect the rulings of the ECOWAS court, what's next for you? What are you going to do?
Well, in that instance, I'll be left with the unfortunate situation to seek further actions and remedies from the court, and that is returning to the ECOWAS court and invoking whatever is available in terms of legal application to ensure that there are consequences for non-compliance with this judgment.
There was a judicial conference last week in Liberia, and it took place amid criticism of corruption in the Liberian judicial system. From your viewpoint, where are we in terms of the independence of the judiciary?
The independence of the judiciary is at its lowest ebb at this time in our country. There has to be a cleansing of the filth in the judiciary in order for us to move forward, in order to rekindle public confidence in the system. The fact that at this just ended conference, there was an indication that the retirement of justices be removed from this 70-year thing, and it was just totally rejected by the conference, symbolizes, in my view, the ebb of low confidence in those who currently mind the system. There is a gigantic filth that needs to be cleansed in order for the people once again to say, yeah, we have a judiciary that we can go to for redress when we have difficult challenges. This is not what we have right now. Mr. Bori, the fact that judicial orders are issued at the highest level of the judiciary, the Supreme Court, and they are not respected, clearly demonstrate that what we have today that you call the Supreme Court is merely an extension of the executive department, of the legislative department. And therefore, you cannot have people having confidence in this kind of system. No.
Associate Justice Jane, thank you so much for taking time to talk with us. I appreciate very much.
Thank you, Mr. Bode.
Kabinet Muhammad Jana is a former Associate Justice of Liberia Supreme Court. He was speaking with us from Lagos, Nigeria.